Okay, let's talk about energy exchange. I really want to talk about energy exchange. I'm gonna keep it basic, but I like to ramble, so it could go deeper. You never know. Last few videos I expected to be 15, 10 minutes, and they were like half an hour and 50 minutes. So energy exchange, relationship, best friend, mother. This could go for anyone. If you go into these connections feeling like feeling good, feeling positive, like initially everything feels great, and then all of a sudden you leave them, or you're with them and things just keep going wrong. This happens when vibrations don't match, and it could be you, it could be them, who knows. You need to be with someone on your level to energetically flow. Otherwise someone's going to be pulling on the other, and it's going to be like someone's going to feel really good and they shouldn't, and because they haven't worked that hard to be up there, and someone's going to feel really shitty, and their money, their face, everything, their mental health is going to be to shit when they leave this energy, this connection. Okay. All right. So if you feel drained, if you feel really bitter, if you notice that like work doesn't flow around them, or what else? The main thing is bitter. Do you feel angry around this person? That means you're hanging out with someone with a low vibration, or else you have something in your energy that is low vibration. It's not to say go blame the person, but if you're feeling good before you hang out with this person, you're feeling confident, perky, excited, you get with this person and you just know it's not happening. You're not feeling the best and you think it's you. This could be the person that you're hanging out with. They could be sucking some energy off you. Before I was aware of this energy exchange, I hung out with someone like every day. I would go out of my way for like giving her rides and stuff because I loved her, right? She knew this. She took full advantage. I'm not playing victim. I'm giving you an example of how I discovered someone was sucking the life out of me and how I got rid of them. It's going to end bad when you get rid of energy suckers because they don't self-reflect. They see people who do good for them and they love it. And there's also people who are energy suckers and they think they're the light, and they'll blame you as soon as they don't feel good when you leave. Does that make sense? They think that them not feeling good when you leave is your problem. So we'll talk about that after, okay? But this, like, I was always broke hanging out with this girl, and I still loved her. Like, I'm not the type to be like, oh, you're a piece of shit energy drainer. No, I was like, it's okay, things are gonna get better. We're gonna help her self-reflect. We're gonna teach her some things. No, this person, you'll experience this too when someone's riding on your bus, okay? She would take like my personality, the things I liked, and just carbon copy. That's someone who's sucking the energy out of you. If they come into your life, if you're tired, if they're starting to do everything you do, if they want to be with you all the time and they're like poking you and it doesn't feel good, or if they, I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. You'll be able to tell, you'll be able to connect the dots when you hear this. I would sleep over at her house and wake up really pissed off, and it's like, I didn't get it. There was no one talking to me. Nothing was happening. And it, like, I didn't understand. Like, why am I waking up mad? And she would say, like, yeah, I can feel it on you. Do you need to, like, leave or something? And to be honest, I would go for a drive, get a coffee and stuff, and I'd feel fine. I'd be good 2 hours later after showering at home and just, you know, hanging out by myself, cleansing the energy, because I would do that. I would cleanse the energy. I would cleanse the energy around this person, like constantly transmuting thought, no, positive, but it was always a struggle. It was like an ever cycling fight to be positive. And yeah, you're gonna notice things kind of aren't balanced around energies like this, especially if you're having sex with them. Having sex with someone who doesn't do the self-work, who isn't abundant, who isn't connected, I guess you can say, or isn't mindful, They will suck the life out of you. You're exhausted, you're drained, and everything goes to shit. I just seen Queen Cup talk about this, and it really influenced me to like discuss energy exchange. Everything goes wrong when you're around these people, or it might feel like it might feel like you need to reflect and work on it, because these people are probably telling you that. They're so unaware of self that they will think it's your problem. They're so used to people having problems because they have problems themselves, but they make it look beautiful on social media, and you truly think it's your issue. Separate yourself for a bit and see how you feel. Pay attention to how you feel around your family, your partner. And if you're an adult, pay attention to how you feel around your children. The reason this happens is because it's not because there's just basic black and white, they're energy suckers. Let's dip into this. It's because we either are not being nice behind their back. That could be a factor for sure. If you're like thinking really like they're a loser and you feel sorry for them and you're taking pity on them, that's not good. You should just remain positive and know that they can stand their own ground and they can love themselves and sort it out, and you're just there as a friend, as a supporter. But you shouldn't be giving them life if you do notice you're not feeling good and you're feeling sick and miserable every time you leave them. Like if you have to prep yourself to hang out with someone, or if you have to ask if that person's going to be at this situation and you decide you don't want to go, that's a really big sign that maybe you should just stay away from that energy for a bit until you strengthen how to not absorb it, okay? I still struggle with not absorbing other people's energy. I'm a big transmuter. We all are. We're all empathetic. Some people are just spiritually good at blocking it off, but they'll be obsessively thinking, or they'll feel disorganized or not ambitious. It's just hitting you mentally. It's not hitting your body. It's not hitting your money. It's not hitting your mental health, but you'll lose ambition if you're more of a mentally stimulated person, okay? So be careful with that. Always call your energy back. Always return energy. That's a good idea. I should actually make a video about energy cleansing. I wrote down like seven different ways to cleanse your energy. So that'll be my next video today. Okay, so where was I going with this? So we're talking about energy exchange. Ways to tell if it's you or if it's just, not a good match. It's not to say they're darkness and they're a loser and they have to go, work on themselves. Don't talk bad about people, especially if they're really unaware, even if they seem manipulative and like not very kind. That's just asking for energy to return to you. What you speak, what you think manifests. That's why you need to be really aware of how you interact with these people, because you could lower yourself to their vibration. Naturally, you don't say gossipy things. Naturally, you don't think people are jealous of you the way they think people are jealous of them. Naturally, you love sharing and learning and being super friendly and having a very unbiased opinion about people. But sometimes when you're around these low vibrations, there's venting, there's gossip about someone who maybe slept with their boyfriend in the past, and it doesn't matter, it's 4 years later. Those people are stuck in a cycle and they're not healthy, and if you're not on that level, you're draining yourself by supporting them. They still have a lot of work to do. They're probably really young, or else they haven't healed enough to let things go. They don't practice detachment like you have. You could already subconsciously practice detachment because you noticed that it just holding on to things drags you down. Okay, so I hope that helped you understand a bit. Keep a positive mindset, okay? Even if you feel like they're just fucking up your funds, okay? Keep a positive mindset. Just disconnect a bit and maybe keep it to maybe a tea date or something, or a few texts a week. You still probably love this person and don't want to hurt them. That's why I'm saying this. Stay mindful, okay? We manifest what we see, do, and speak. I was gonna say, do, and think. See, do, speak. You know, I'm no professional. Okay. So, that being said, let's move on to, okay, I keep losing track of what I was going to say. So, energy exchange. Sorry, I can hear someone upstairs. Give me a second. My mind went blank. Maybe I need some more coffee. It's still full. We need to have some. What the heck was I going to talk about? I swear I said it. I wish you guys could tell me. Okay. Energy exchange. Okay. So how to know what the source is. So it could be them for sure. Just use your discernment and don't use judgment, okay? Stay positive, because I fought this. My little ego was like, oh, you sucking the energy out of me, you batch. And I just was angry with them. But the thing is, if you're in that mindset, if you're calling them an energy drain, a life sucker, and you're getting mad about it, you still have some work to do too. Also, I want to say, these people usually are magnetized towards you because you're doing the work and you're asking for life lessons, right? So how to turn this into shadow work? Ask yourself, get a pen and paper. Don't write their name down. Just write down the things that you notice really stick out to you, the negative things and the positive things. Pick out those things, okay? Because for every negative, write a positive, just to transmute the energy on the notepad. Don't only talk shit about someone on a piece of paper. For me, the things that bothered me about this energy was she thought everyone was jealous of her. She thought everyone was copying her. She was still really jealous of her cousins who had flirted with her boyfriend before she dated him, or while they were dating him, or while she was dating him. She was obsessed with making quick money off of an innocent dog. She really thought she was gonna get rich. I want, if this girl's watching this isn't to say I'm blaming you. It's just these are things that I used to do, and the only reason I recognize them is because I used to do things like this too, and it was something I needed to work on. It's something I needed to heal. This was my shadow work in human form. This is how you transmute having an energy sucker in your life. This is how to make a positive out of something that didn't influence your life so greatly. And she depended on people a lot. She always needed something, needed someone. And if she couldn't get it by asking, she would manipulate people into doing it for her. Like me, she would ask me, this is just an example, I want you guys to understand like how to do this stuff and how to discern. So I'm sorry that I talk about my situation so much, but I'm not mentioning names, and I still hope this person's doing well. She's a sweetheart, so let's keep going. So the way, what was I saying with the last one? Okay, so the way I figured out that I was noticing the things that bothered her were things that I've done and needed to work on. I was still kind of doing too. I was like, okay, you know what? Is this my karma? Like, I feel like we have the same energy when I was her age, even up until 25. It took me until 25 to stop behaving the way she's behaving. And I still had the mentality of hers, of the jealousy, of the copying, the gatekeeping and everything for the things that I didn't invent. She didn't invent. But when we just, like, something I had to learn with it was, she was discovering herself, and she really liked these things, and she wanted to protect it. She wanted to be it, you know? Because childhood trauma wound, we are not it. We're not the center, and we want to be the center. We want that attention. We want the validation. We didn't have support. We probably were a little neglected as a child, and that's where these characteristics come from. So for me to dive that deep into it, I was finally able to rise above and stop having that thought. Stop having the thought that, because I got over it, like, I never really thought people were jealous of me. I was like, everyone's on their own path, I love them. But when I connected to her, she was triggering little tiny bits that were lingering, little slivers of the mentality that I had cleansed. They were still there, and I didn't realize. She would tell me, you know why they're acting like that towards you? They're jealous. And I'd be like, you know, I, I don't think that's it. I think like I really did piss them off, and there's something about me that triggers them, you know? And that's okay. When someone triggers you, that's a sign that maybe you, oh, I can't stop. Give me a second. Is that it? Oh my God, okay. Maybe that's a sign that that's something you need to work on. We are not given these situations to call them a dumb bitch. We are not given these situations to trash them. We are not given these situations to like over and over, especially if you're meeting the same person. Time to look at what you notice about them. What about them is triggering to you? What about them makes you want to talk bad about them? Don't go talk bad about them. Ask yourself, okay, what pisses me off? And for me, it was the using, and I was a big energy user in the past. I had to really heal that, and I noticed lately, for healing from it, I hope you guys got enough information about how to do shadow work when you keep meeting the same energies, especially like cheaters and stuff, insecurity, sneaky energies, keeping secrets, scared to tell the truth, confrontation you do not handle well, stuff like that. You really have to deeply dive, and I'm hoping that I can get more videos about what each irritation equals. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Okay, so I should really keep like postcards. I have postcards. So yeah, we need another, yeah. I'm just making like public videos, so I've never been good at public speech. I've always been shy and nervous, so I'm jittery. Maybe in a month from now, I won't be such a like weirdo, or I'm probably still gonna be a weirdo. So we touched base on how to recognize energy exchange, interference, how to recognize where it's coming from, and how to utilize it, how to use these energies to heal. And okay, so when you start doing this stuff, oh sorry, I'm doing it again. I hate when I look at my texts. Don't look at them, Paige. Okay, so when you start to heal stuff like this, you'll be sent lessons constantly. You'll be sent people who want to live in that image of you being the same as you were. Does that make sense? I'll give you an example, because examples really help place these situations, people, places, things. I was in the midst of like not knowing if I wanted to be with this person, and I connected with a family member, and she likes to see herself as like a savior, a rich person who has all the money in the world to like go spoil everyone, and that's not a problem. She can do whatever she wants, but she took it upon herself to overextend for me. And in the past she had complained about doing that for me. It was really confusing for me because she was doing exactly what she had done in the past, and it was my turn to recognize, learn, either confront or walk away. And I just recognized, I kept my distance, but she kept pushing, doing this to me. And if you haven't fully learned the lesson, you might end up looking like the shitty one. I look like the shitty one now because I was like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, go ahead. And I never put two thoughts about it. Here she was complaining about me again, because she didn't do the work. She's telling everyone I'm a user. She kicked me out at Christmas. I had nowhere to go. Meanwhile, she encouraged me to move in with her from a really stable place with a guy that would never kick me out. So I had to go get a hotel for a couple days. You're gonna end up in situations like this over and over and over until you start standing up for yourself. Don't let someone confused try and lead you. Don't let someone who doesn't know their place in the world try and tell you how to live your life, especially if they're taking advice from you because you've healed enough. And I'm saying this because if you are at this state where you're just revisiting an old lesson, you've definitely come back a changed person. And This person's still the same. They want to be where you are. They see that. They've been watching you for a bit. The past always returns to test if they can get out, how do I say this? They're tests. They don't know this. They have no idea. It's not to say they're a bad person. They're just stuck at that level and they're not self-aware. Yeah, I ended up looking like the horrible person in that situation. So be cautious when you see people returning. It's another lesson, okay? It's another lesson. Spirit's bringing these forward to see if you can not do it again. If you are very vulnerable, ooh, a parasite just flew through there. I wonder. Okay, anyway. And I'm listening to, like, this song just came on, Cursed, and a parasite flew by. Okay, we're not gonna read too far into it. I get so crazy about this stuff. It could just be someone's gossiping, you know, someone's lingering in your energy. We'll talk about that stuff too, okay? In a different video. That was a good idea, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, so let's keep going. This could be that this person, like, you might have them cross your mind after you disconnect, and it's like, okay, you know what? I don't want to think about them. It's a situation that didn't turn out great, and I respectfully understand their point of view. When I left that situation, she kept attacking me and, like, asking, like, saying weird things about me accusing her of stealing and doing witchcraft, even though I was just asking, like, hey, I have a bad memory. Have you seen my hair straightener? Hey, like, the thing you got me keeps getting black marks on it. Are you okay? Or, like, I want to check on you. Is there negativity lingering? Are you okay? Yeah, these people, when you start to work on yourself and raise your vibration and they don't understand how you're there, they don't understand how you can stay calm and ride the wave, they will start looking for things. Oh, also, so this is the area where I'm going to talk about you working on yourself, and then the same people who used to support you and you used to connect with and from the past coming back, you're going to notice tension because they haven't done the work. Unless they actually have and they can be where you are, there's going to be tension. There's going to be gossip. They're going to want to shit on your image, okay? This is a part of the journey. You need to discern whether this is worth having a conversation with, this is worth investing in, this is worth returning the energy. I dabbled in returning the energy. I wanted to, because I had a dream, like 2 bad dreams about her, so I messaged the people in the dreams, and it turns out this person previously connected with the people the night before. Isn't that crazy? Spirit's strong. Don't get paranoid about it. Don't get mad at these people. They haven't done the work. It's okay to discern. Don't dabble in the negativity if they start hitting your energy. These people are not doing the work. They see you doing the work. They don't understand how you did the work, and they're probably older than you. They'll try and tell you that you're too young to know the things you know, especially if you're the scapegoat of your family or you're the black sheep. The reason you have all these hard lessons, and if you're invested this far, obviously you have experienced a lot of horrible energy exchange, a lot of, like, projection from other people, that you're confused. Like, you used to take the blame, and now you're pulling back and you're reflecting, like, is that actually my fault, or am I letting them spill their bucket on me of sludge? That's usually the case, okay? And it's for a reason. You have a lesson to learn from this, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5 when I see that. There's steps to everything. You pass that first initial, like, hump. Now you got to take the steps to keep going. And this is what it is. Are you going to interact with the drama again? Or are you going to take the lesson and be like, they're still so hurting and I triggered something in them? But it's not your fault if these people overextend themselves. I just want to remind you, it's not your fault that these people want to make you look like a pity story, you know? It's their problem. If they're going around talking about you, that has nothing to do with you. You have no responsibility for the image they have of you. It's not something you wanted, and you can feel guilt if you want, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not your responsibility. Take a step back, breathe, and reflect. And just remind yourself that you did the best in that circumstance for what it was. there was really, it's already done. There's no use sitting around talking about this person. There's no use sitting around trashing someone, gossiping about them. If you feel like you absolutely need to talk about this because it's running around in your mind, don't suppress it. Don't push it down. Don't shit on yourself. Don't get angry every time this person's name comes up. If you're with someone you can trust, or even if you're sitting there by yourself and no one's around and you have a second to have a conversation with spirit or yourself, do it. Have a conversation. Be like, okay, Lord, I understand that this person was sent to me for a lesson, but damn, that was fucking annoying. Go ahead, let it out, vent. Don't say horrible things about them, but go ahead and talk about how this affected you, because we need to do energy release. We can't shit on ourselves for other people over and over and over. Spirit wants you to learn this lesson, and you have to be fearless. You have to have confidence. You have to believe in yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna keep learning these lessons. If you keep letting people make you feel bad for upsetting them, you're gonna keep running into these situations. Sorry, I have to go because my son is texting me and it's really important. I might do a second part to this and how it affects your life when you continually do this path. So this is part 1 of energy exchange, how to do shadow work with energy exchange, and what will happen when you've done the work. Okay, I hope this helps someone. See you guys later.